Hey, so do you put the brakes on starting the business, starting the ministry, starting the social enterprise, whatever it is, writing the book that you want to because you think right now you're not ready or it won't look as good or you don't have the resources yet or whatever. And so you keep waiting until you think you're ready. Hey, I'm Rosemary, Nonny, RNK for short, and this is the Deliberate Life Stream. Okay. A lot of people, and maybe you're included in this, and definitely I have been subject to that. When I was starting my business, I would have held back as a result of it not looking the way I thought it needed to look. Not, you can look around and see everybody else looking flash and fancy and somehow as if, they woke up ready. And then you look at yourself and you think, I feel very not ready. I feel very not fancy enough. I feel very not, I don't know, fashionable enough, especially social media, right? You look around you, you start to feel as though unless you present things in a certain way, unless you're able to do things in a certain way, don't even bother starting. And a lot of people do think that. Maybe you do. But there's a message inside of you. There is something that you want to deliver on the world, whether it's a book, whether it's music, whether it's whatever it is, you feel this internal need, this desire to support and serve other people in some way. You don't need to wait until it's perfect. Don't despise the message, because when it comes down to it, trust that actually that message you've been given inside of you is enough. Yes, we want to be excellent at what we do, absolutely, but excellence is not the same as perfection. Excellence is not the same as putting on a certain front in order to look a certain way. It's like, here I am in this awesome jumper of mine. I told the DSI members, my DMers, exactly where this came from. This jumper, it's over 10 years old, truth be told, probably even longer than that, because I took it off my husband when we just got going. It was like, people used to call him the guy in the red jumper. And I'm just like, you know what, enough. You cannot wear that red jumper ever again. So I took it off him and decided I was going to wear it. And so I've kept it for like ever. And here I am doing a live stream with it. And there was a time that I wouldn't have been able to do a live stream with it because I would have thought, oh, it's just such a frumpy, stupid jumper. But then this morning, I started to think, or I started to be reminded again, and I want to remind you that I need to trust the message inside of me, the message of the deliberate life, the message of everybody can be prosperous and needs to be reminded, okay, in all areas of life. And you have a message of some sort, okay? You have something you want to deliver on the world. Okay, it might be in the form of products. It might be in the form of books, music, art. It might be in the form of coaching people, counseling people. Maybe it's young people. Maybe it's old people. Maybe it's relationships. Maybe it's whatever. You have something and you're holding back because you think it has to look a certain way. No, you start where you start today, trusting that actually what you have to say is important enough to put in the world. And I know that even sometimes saying that to yourself might feel like you're being too poncy or too, I don't know, above your station was what a client once said to me. That, oh, maybe I think I'm above my station. It's like, what is your station? Who determines the station that you are supposed to be at? Basically, supposing it really just comes down to you choosing who are you called to be, and just start to be that person right now. It's not always the easiest thing to do on the planet. I can tell you that for sure. I know. However, trust that what you carry is important enough to put in the world, and trust that you want to do it, and that's enough reason to do it. Do it because you love the thing that you want to do, as well as you love the people you want to support. I speak to so many people. It's like I see them holding back because they don't think, why should anybody listen to me, little old me, this and that and the other. And it's like, oh, for goodness sake. You want to do it. This is your one life. Just have fun with your life. Even if nothing much came of it. Guess what? You would have had fun doing this thing. You would have had fun doing it. But you holding back, one day you will look back and think, why didn't I just start ages ago? And that's the question. Why didn't you just start ages ago? Just have fun with your life. Enjoy your life. You don't have to be perfect at it. You don't have to have all, the wealth of Midas before you start or something. Just start where you start. People telling me about how they don't have money. It's like, what do you need money for? You don't need money to write. You don't need money it's these days of social media, honey. You could start sharing your books right now. You don't need money to get going. You just need to make it a priority. Don't despise the days of small beginnings. Don't despise your message. You do have something to deliver on the world. And I keep thinking, and I say this from time to time, that, you know what, we're living in a world where a lot of the mundane things that people fill their time with in terms of work, they're going to be taken over by robots. Okay, it is. Technology is going to take over some of this stuff. Why? Because we weren't actually supposed to be doing some of this mundane stuff. We weren't placed on this planet just to, I'm sorry, but personally, I wasn't placed on this planet to cook or clean. When there could be a robot that can do that, why am I doing it? And that's the thing, And yet we hold on to these old ideas, thinking that our higher ideas are not worthy of, reward or recognition. So we hold on to these smaller ideas and we keep fighting to keep them going. Oh my God, they're going to take away our jobs. It's a good thing if you are willing to step up into the role that you have been born for. It's a bad thing if you are trying desperately to hold on to the life that you don't even really like, but you think it's the only way that life can be done. It's not. You've been given these ideas. You've been given this calling for a reason. You fit, you are a part, you're an important part of the evolution of this planet. You are an important part of the evolution of this planet. Do you understand how important it is that you start to deliver the work that you are particularly called to, that you stop playing small, that you stop pretending that you're somehow less than. You're not. And nobody can define that for you. You are the one that has to wake up and decide, you know what? This thing I carry inside of me, I'm going to figure out how I'm going to start putting it out in the world. Any old how. Yeah, you can get better later. You can get more flash later if you want to. For now, just put a crown on your head and start talking. Okay, and start telling people about what it is that you're here to do. Start rejoicing in the things that you already have. Start being. Just stop being. Stop dreaming about the things that you could do one day. Just start. Just start. There's always a way to start. Okay? Okay? Come on now. You will never experience true prosperity until you are living to the call in your life. We are not those kind of people that can just do any old thing and feel good with it. No, we won't. There'll always be this hunger, this gnawing pain and ache inside of your heart that says, there must be more for me. Because there is more for you. And sometimes it's as simple as just opening your mouth and starting to talk about the things that you think about. Starting to share those ideas inside of you. And starting to, put it into a product if you want to. Put it into whatever. But just start somewhere. There's always a way to start. So what is the teeniest, tiniest thing you can do today to make a start? Huh? Okay, and our affirmation for this week has been, the divine is my instant, my constant, unlimited source. I choose to live in trust. The divine is my instant, my constant, unlimited source. I choose to live in trust. That's our affirmation for this week, and it goes on with what I'm saying here. You know what? The divine is your instant, constant, unlimited source. You can choose to live in trust that actually the message that you're carrying can be delivered starting now. You don't need to wait for anything else. You have everything you need to make a start. So again, what is the teeniest, tiniest thing you can do today to move you and your mission, your mandate forward? Do it for you. Do it for your higher power. Do it for the people you're called to serve. Okay, as you wake up, the world wakes up. So come on now, it's time to wake up. It's time to rise, okay?